White backgrounds are a very common problem for us digital artists, especially when we feel down and can't do things as fast as we hoped to. In this video, I'll be going through my thought process of how I composed, designed, and paint this goth Lolita Emilia Watson. I'll tell you why I picked goth as a theme later, but right now, because of the theme, I wanted to give her a bold look and confident vibe. And to pull that off, I went with a low angle perspective and gave her this pose to create the triangular composition to emphasize her boldness. But then I still wanted to make sure to keep some arminess in there, so you guys can tell it's her but will still be surprised by how different she looks. That is also the reason why I chose the goth theme, to make it contrast with her usual warm and gremlin personality. Plus, I just wanted to see her in a darker look. Though I wanted to give her a totally new look, I didn't have much time, and like I said, I wanted her to still be Ahmed. That's why I went through every outfit she had to look for any common patterns, even the most basic ones, until I noticed that her artist emphasized this drooping triangular silhouette. Even her astronaut outfit, which the triangular silhouette is much less noticeable, still has these puffed areas that gives off warm and fluffy vibes. So instead of going the traditional goth girl route, I decided to go for the goth Lolita, where the puffy sleeves and puffed up skirts create this triangular silhouette that I wanted and add a little bit of a cutesy look. Right now, I'm doing the line art, and you'd notice that I started with the face, and that is because it's where our eyes naturally gravitate towards the most, so I spend extra time making sure it stood out. I also make the line weight heavier to make it pops out even more. The reason I decided to crop the canvas here is because to make it feel more intimate and to make her face the actual center of attention in this illustration, and to make the hierarchy of details in this illustration clearer. And remember the hierarchy of details for later, because I'll definitely come back to it. And I had this one idea that for some reason I really wanted her to hold a cigarette, but I didn't think it would actually make sense or it would actually match Ahmed look. So I just made her hold her magnifying glass like this instead, to trick the viewer eyes for a split second that she's actually holding a cigarette. For the lighting, I know when I started this illustration that I couldn't finish a proper background in time, so I decided to make the white background feel integrated, like it's actually there in the illustration instead. And I do this by making the camera, aka us, the viewer, the main light source, so the rim of Ahmed's silhouette will contrast with the background and make it more eye-catching. Another thing I did is have the white background itself another light source, so that we can feel that the plain white background is actually believable and a part of the illustration. And to add finishing touches, I blurred some parts of the illustration to make it more 3D, like the bangs, the chains in the back, and the end of the ribbon, to make my white backgrounds more believable. I also used a white paintbrush in a blurred area as well, to make it seem like the white background is emitting a faint light. Going back to the blurring stage, remember the detail hierarchy I mentioned earlier? I said that the face is where our eyes tend to linger on the most, so I applied a very small blur around the areas that are further from the face to make the face of Ahmed pops out even more than it already is. Finally, I did some standard finishing touches like adding noise grains, chromatic aberration, and signed my signature. Actually, finally, if you like this video and my art, please consider following me on Blue Sky or Twitter. And if you have disposable income, I would be really grateful if you would subscribe to my Patreon. That's it. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.